Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Let's talk about Stellar Blade, one of the most controversial games to ever release on the PlayStation, just in general. So I will be copying my own physical copy of Stellar Blade to support the studios. Now, it's not the studio's fault that they have to censor their games, even though the the studio that made it, and as well as the head guy, said that the game will not be censored. But Sony is going to do what Sony wants because it's on their platform, so they can force Shift Up to censor their game, unfortunately. So a lot of people are very upset. A lot of people feel like they've been duped on a bait and switch. They showed us one thing and then they gave us another thing. I'm still gonna get the game. The good thing is I'm not gonna be playing it with online, because honestly I rarely play my PlayStation 5, so I don't mind having the game being offline while I play it to kind of like get the full benefit of the uncensored game. For those of you that bought it digitally, unfortunately there's nothing you can do. Sometimes the game will try to force update. But to me, it's not that big of an issue, but it's just the fact that, they told us that we're going to be getting a certain game and we're not getting that game. And that makes a lot of people very upset. And some people are actually canceling their PlayStation Plus memberships and everything just to punish Sony. And it's completely understandable. I get it. It's all Sony's fault at the end of the day that made this decision. While they put different things in games, like in Baldur's Gate 3 you have full sex scenes. In The Last of Us, the same thing. Why didn't they censor those games? So it's not even that bad. Like, they didn't have to do anything. They just had to release the game the way it was designed. It was fine, but powers that be don't want to see this, I guess. But people that are gamers that are really excited about this game, I still think you should purchase this game to support Shift Up, because it's not their fault that they had to censor their game. It's Sony's fault. But anyway, let's get into some of these Twitter posts, because, yeah. As you can see here, PlayStation is offering refunds for Stellar Blade if you claim false advertising, and you're well within your right. Thank you for contacting PlayStation support. We have reviewed your case and approved your refund of the amount of $85.47. The refunds are being returned to your original payment method, blah, 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 blah. And people are refunding their game because they felt like, hey, you know what? It's false advertising. Completely understand, and you can get your money back. For anything, honestly, if you get your physical copy, I still prefer physical copies, but once in a while I will purchase a game digitally when it is priced correctly. And if it's something that I really wanted it, but I didn't feel like the game was worth that $70, then I'll just wait for a sale, because there's always a sale, especially during the holiday season when these games would go for like, $30-40. So I'm like, all right, I'll get it digitally. But most of the time I still prefer a physical copy of the game, because we've seen it time and time again that big companies will relinquish your license of the game and you no longer have access to it. I'm talking about you, Ubi trash. As you guys can see here, we have multiple people canceling their PlayStation Plus subscription. Oof. Damn. So honestly, this is the right way to go to it if you want to punish a big corporation. So you always have to vote with your wallet. That is the only way these companies will know that you don't agree with the things that they're saying. Who knows, maybe they will receive enough backlash that they will just put the original game back the way that it was supposed to. And honestly, if they decide to do that, the game will sell even more copies. I've heard somewhere that the game has sold about a million copies within 24 hours. So that's very good. Congratulations to Shift Up. Like, all these decisions that's being made, whether the game is, actually the game is censored, that is all on Sony's end. It has nothing to do with Shift Up. Honestly, that's why I'm saying, like, still support the developer. I mean, they made a very successful mobile game, and this is their first project. Initially, this game Project Eve was supposed to release on PlayStation, PC, and Xbox, but I guess maybe Sony, bought the license halfway down the way or something like that, so they have full access to this game. This is unfortunate, so we'll just have to wait for the PC release of the game. It's going to be way better. Obviously, you can do mods and different things with it, so we'll see how this game turns out on the PC version. When it comes to the Backlash, completely understandable. You guys are well within your rights. I completely stand with y'all 100%. It's pretty fucked up that they did this to this Korean company, while other games like The Last of Us, Baldur's Gate 3, and Cyberpunk, all those other games were not censored. Why is that? Come on, Sony. You're a Japanese company. You should know better. But then again, Sony's going to do whatever they're going to do. I hope that this game does come to Xbox, but I highly doubt it. It probably will come to PC for sure, and we'll do the right thing. Modders will do what they do, if you know what I mean. But anyway, let me know what your thoughts are about this Backlash that Sony is receiving for Stellar Blade. As always, make sure to like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.